Hello guys, welcome back to Tech with Sabir, and today I am going to teach you how to create increment and decrement counters in React.js. So first of all we have to create one folder on our desktop, so let's create. So you can name it as per your requirement. So we are going to create counter, so we are naming here counter. So press enter. So open our counter folder and open this into our terminal. So open with terminal, and here we have to create our React app. So we have to type npm create Vite @latest. So press enter. So basically it will take some time. So here he's asking for the project name, so we will give the same counter inc for increment, or decrement we can give any name for counter inc. Let's go with this. So package name we don't need. Press enter. So here we are going to use React, so enter on the React, and we are using JavaScript. So now you have to go to that folder by typing this cd counter inc. So let's copy and paste here, click enter. Then I have to do npmi to install all the dependency on this folder. So it will take some time. So now you can see that my all dependency has been installed. So let's open it into our VS Code. So type here code dot and press enter to open it in your VS Code. So you can see here our folder has been created. So first of all we have to go into src and remove all the content from the src, from the index and the app css. So in the app.jsx we have to type RAFCE. So he will suggest one RAFCE. So he will suggest one format. So let's first install Tailwind in our project. To install Tailwind, let's go on, open your browser, search here Tailwind CSS. Open the first link, click on the docs, and select the framework guides. In framework guide you will see this Vite, because we have created our project by using Vite @latest. So we will choose this Vite version. So from this we have to copy this 2 lines and open our terminal. So in the terminal we have to copy paste here to install the Tailwind. Again go back and we should copy this. You can check here written index.css. So we have to copy and paste on the index.css. Here is our index.css. We have to paste here. Again go back and see. We have to open the tailwind.config, and we have to copy this content and paste there. So wait, here will be tailwind.config will appear. Yeah, now you can see here tailwind.config. So we have to remove this content and paste here what we have copied. So we have successfully installed our tailwind to our project. So let's check it. To run the projects, let's type npm run dev. So we have not gave anything, so we have written this in h1 hello react. So open to our local server, localhost 5173. So we will see that here it will display hello react. So you can see there it shows hello react. So that means our server is working, and let's check our tailwind is working or not. So give class name with full height screen, background color, let's give select 800. So let's check there. Yeah, our tailwind is working. Let's give this. Give this task color, text color will be text white. So our message will display there. So you can see here. So now we have set up our tailwind to our project. So now we will start to write the code for counter. So let's go. We'll remove this. So first of all, let's create the UI first, then we will go for its functional. So let's create here one div. Give the class name. So let's keep its height 25%. And width will be full. So let's give the background color also busy. Let's give 500. Busy select 500. So inside this div we have to create one h1. In h1 we will, so first we will show the heading. So what we are doing here, so increment and decrement. Let's write increment and decrement. So increment and decrement. Let's check. Yeah, it's showing here increment and decrement. So now apply some CSS. So on the text we should give text to Excel. So it will look little bit big. Yeah, that's good. And then font Let's keep semi bold and text will be white. And make it at the center. Text center, so it will appear on the center. Yeah, that's working good. And now we have to create one another div where we can create two buttons. On those buttons we will provide our functionality of increment and decrement. So let's do that. In this button we will write increment, and so first let's make it apply some CSS. Okay, now we will give CSS to this button. So let's give background color busy green, busy green 400. Let's see. Yeah, it's not looking good, but we will give some padding. So give padding px20 in the x-axis, px20, and py let's give 6. Now check it. Yeah, it's a little bit good. So now make it rounded. Rounded will be, let's make MD. Yeah, it's good. And now like this we have to create more one button. So we will copy this button, and we will make it decrement. And make its background color green to red. Yeah, now it's looking good. So now make one h1 where we will see so our result that it is incrementing or decrementing after clicking on the button. So let's make here h1 in the middle, and we will show our data here. So here will be data like that. This will also like appear like a button. So let's make it round and give some padding px10, py5, and let's give width with 40, and background color, let's give background color red 100. Let's check it. Yeah, it's looking quite good, but let's make it display flex. Look good. So first of all we have to keep this buttons and h1 in one another div. So let's create one another div here. in this div, let's give the property flex item center to make it center, and justify contents also center, so justify center. So let's check. First of all, we have to wrap this whole code inside this div. So now we can check. Yeah, we should give some gap between this. So let's give gap 6 pixel. I mean 6. Perhaps it's not working. Oh, I have gave this in wrong place, so I have to give here gap 6. Now check it. Yeah, it's looking good. And make here some gap. So on this button we will make empty 3. Now it's looking good. So now you can see that our UI has been completed. So now let's write its functionality. So now let's start. So now our UI state has been imported. We will give here the name will be count, and here will be start from 0. So now let's make the function of our increment as well as decrement. So now const increment so we will set in the set count, we will assign that increment. Count plus 1, so it will increment. And now for decrement, const decrement, make a arrow function. Now we will set here set count minus 1, so it will work for decrement. And now we have to use this on our, we have to use click on our bottom, you have to use on click to do that. So let's go to our button. So here it's increment, so let's click on click, and we will call here that our increment function here. Yeah, and we will show our data also. So we have to, yeah, it's not problem. And here in decrement also we have to provide that on click function. and we will pass here our decrement function. Now where we have written our h1, here is our h1, so we have to pass our data here. So in h1 we have to pass our data where we have written, where we have wrote data, we will pass there. So our data will be present in count, so we will write here count. So now let's check it's working or not. Yeah, it's quite good, it's working. So we can make this at center, so it will look little bit good. Next center. Yeah, now it's looking good. It will present in the center. So while clicking on the increment, it will increasing the number, and while clicking on decrement, it will decrease the number. You can give here on arrow, which will look little bit more attractive. So while clicking window and dot, you can use for increment this arrow, and now for decrement you can use here a downwards arrow. So now check it. Yeah, now it's looking little bit good. So you can make the UI as per your requirement. So this is for today. Thanks for watching.